A very good morning to all. I warmly welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of the 6th International Conference on Soft Computing, Theories and Applications, SOCTA 2021. On behalf of the organizing committee of SOCTA 2021 and Indian Institute of Information Technology, KOTA, I, Dr. Prerna Vanjani, extend a very hearty welcome to all the dignitaries and luminaries present here today. Most importantly, I take the privilege of welcoming our chief guest, Professor M.P. Punia, Vice Chairman of AICTE, patron of the conference, Professor APS Rathore, Director of MNIT Jaipur and Mentor Director of IIIT Kota. Our guest of honor, Professor R.K. Garg, Director in charge of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar NIT Jalandhar. I also take the privilege of welcoming Professor Ranjit Singh, Vice Chancellor of Shobit University, Professor Rajesh Kumar, Department of Electrical Engineering, MNIT Jaipur, Mr. Ananda Bose, Executive Editor of Springer Nature, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Scientist D, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. I also extend a warm welcome to Professor A.K. Vyas, Coordinator IIIT Kota, Professor Vijay Janyani, Coordinator in charge IIIT Kota, Professor Kalikar Rahman Niazi Sir, Registrar MNIT Jaipur, Dr. Om Prakash Verma, Organizing Chair of SOCTA 2021, Professor Tarun K. Sharma, Dean of School of Engineering and Technology, Shobit University, and founder member of SOCTA 2021, Dr. Anand Agarwal, convener of the conference and the organizing chair of SOCTA 2021. I welcome all of you to this 3-day international conference. My hearty welcome also to all the delegates from academia and industry, all the faculty members from different institutes, participants, patrons, attendees, and dear students. It is indeed a proud moment for IIIT Kota to host this event where so many luminaries have gathered on a common platform. The next 3 days will be filled with academic deliberations on the most talked about topic, soft computing, its theories and major applications. So to begin with our inaugural ceremony, I invite Professor Dr. Tarun K. Sharma, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, Shobit University, to open the inaugural session of this 3-day international conference on soft computing, theories and applications, SOCTA 2021. Dr. Tarun Kumar Sharma, who's the program and organizing chair also from Shobit University, he holds a PhD in soft computing from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. Since June 2020, he is affiliated with Shobit University, Saharanpur. From July 2019 to May 2020, he was associated with the Graphic Era Hill University, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Earlier, he has also worked with Amity University, Rajasthan, as an associate professor and head, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, as well as he's also acted as alternate director outcome. He has supervised 2 PhDs, 1 is in submission and 3 are in progress, 5 MTech dissertations, several MCA projects and BTech projects. He has over 70 research publications in international journals and conferences of repute like SCI and Scopus, with a cumulative impact factor of 25.322. He has been to Amity Institute of Higher Education, Mauritius on deputation. He has availed travel grants from Microsoft Research India, CSIR, New Delhi, and DST, New Delhi, to visit Australia, Singapore, and Malaysia, respectively, to present the research papers in the conferences of high repute. He's also the founding member of International Conference on Soft Computing, Theories and Applications, the SOCTA series. He has edited 4 volumes of conference proceedings, 2016, 2017, 2018, and also 2019. All these volumes have been published by AISC series of Springer Scopus publications, and he's also edited 2 books with Asset Analytics, Springer. He has been associated editor of International Journal of Computer Information Systems and Industrial Management Applications. He has also been the guest editor in several international Scopus Index journals like IJACI, IJIP, IJSIR, IJAMC, IJAEC, IJPD for topical issues. He's also served as editor board member and reviewer of national and international journals. So with this introduction of Dr. Tarun Kumar Sharma, I request him to kindly come and take the stage and carry on with today's proceedings.
Thank you, Dr. Prerna, for your kind words. It is my proud privilege to be here in IIIT Kota, the campus at MNIT Jaipur. A very warm good morning and very hearty welcome to the inaugural ceremony of the 6th International Conference on Soft Computing Theories and Applications, SOCTA 2021. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. M.P. Punia, the Vice Chairman of AICT, Guest of Honor, Professor A.P.S. Rathod, Director, MNIT Jaipur, Professor R.K. Garg, Director in Charge, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, NIT Jalandhar, Professor Ranjit Singh, Vice Chancellor, Shobit University, Gango, Saharanpur, Mr. Aninda Bose, Executive Editor, Springer Nature Group, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Scientist D and the Director, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Professor A.K. Vyas, Coordinator, IIIT Kota, Professor Vijay Janyani, Coordinator, IIIT Kota, Professor K.R. Niazi, Registrar, MNIT Jaipur, and Dr. Ali Sodhala, University of Science and Culture, Iran, Dr. Anand Agarwal, and my dear friend, Dr. Om Prakash Verma, the co-organizing chair from NIT Jalandhar. A very warm good morning. I also would like to thank our mentor, Professor Ajit Kumar Verma, as well as Professor L.K. Avasthi, the ex-director of NIT Jalandhar, at present the director of NIT Hamirpur, for guiding us, illuminating us time to time to make this conference a series. Distinguished delegates, researchers, faculty members, attendees, and dear students. On behalf of the organizing committee of SOCTA 2021, I, Dr. Tarun Kumar Sharma, extend a very warm welcome to one and all present physically and virtually. The term soft computing represents an umbrella term for computational techniques like fuzzy logic, neural networks, and nature-inspired algorithms. In the past few decades, there have been an exponential rise in the applications of soft computing techniques for solving complex and intricate problems arising in different spheres of life. In view of this, SOCTA 2021 aims to provide a common platform to the researchers, academicians, scientists, and industrialists who are working in the area of soft computing to share and exchange their views, ideas, concepts on the theory and applications of soft computing techniques in multidisciplinary areas. Now, moving ahead, I would like to invite the dignitaries for Lightning Lamp and Saraswati Vanna. Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhan sampada shatru buddhi vinashaya deep jyoti namostute, which means I fold my hands before the light that brings prosperity, auspiciousness, good health, abundance of wealth, and destruction of enemies' intellect. On behalf thank you on the dignitaries. Now, proceeding ahead, it's time to felicitate our dignitaries. May I request Dr. Parikshit and Dr. Om Prakash Verma to felicitate our Director MNIT, Professor APS Rathore. May I request Dr. Parikshit to collect the memento on behalf of our Honorable Director, Professor APS Rathore. May I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to stay there to felicitate Professor Vijay Janyani, the coordinator in charge IIIT Kota. Professor Vijay Janyani. May I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to stay there again to felicitate Professor Niazi. May I request Dr. Amit Kumar to collect on behalf of Professor Niazi. Dr. Amit Kumar. May I request Dr. Vinita Tiwari to collect the memento for Professor A.K. Vyas. May I request Dr. Anand Agarwal to felicitate Dr. Mushtaq Ahmed, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, MNIT Jaipur. May I request Professor Vijay Janyani to receive the award for Professor Rajesh Kumar, Professor MNIT Jaipur. May I request Dr. Gyan Singh to collect on his behalf? Rajesh sir, we will be sending you this memento just after the conference. Now may I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to receive the felicitation and the memento for Professor R.K. Garg, Director in Charge, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, NIT Jalandhar. Again, I will request Professor Vijay Janani to felicitate. May I request Professor Vijay to stay there for a moment, please? May I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to collect the memento for Professor Ali Sodala. Again, I request Vijay sir to stay. Now, may I request again Dr. Om Prakash Verma to receive a memento for Mr. Aninda Bose, Executive Director, Springer Nature Group. Aninda sir, we will be sending this memento to you.
Thank you, Tarun. I want that pagadi also.
Exactly, sir. You will get all thing. I personally will come and give you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I again request Professor Vijay to felicitate Mr. Naveen Kumar, and may I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to receive this award. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your precious time. Now, moving ahead. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Om Prakash Verma to highlight about the soft computing things and applications series we initiated in 2016, and I would like to request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to highlight the key points since 2016 till date. Dr. Om Prakash Verma is currently serving as Assistant Professor in the Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, NIT Jalandhar. He holds a PhD from IIT Roorkee, MTech from NIT Jalandhar, and BTech from B.R. Ambedkar University, Agra, in Polymer Process and Engineering. Process and Control and Instrumentation and Electronics and Instrumentation respectively. Prior to joining NIT Jalandhar, he has served extensively in academia, KIIT deemed to be University, Bhubaneswar, Banasthali Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan, and Graphigera University, Dehradun. His research interest includes process dynamics, control and its optimization, modeling, simulation and control, optimal, adaptive and non-linear control, optimization techniques, machine learning, process design for energy efficiency. He has a credit for publishing a number of research articles with the highest impact factor 12.55 in renewable and sustainable energy reviews. Development of novel and industrially significant instrument for making geometrical shapes and methods thereof. He has more than 50 research publications in an international peer-reviewed SCI journals, patent applications, conferences, and book chapters. He has significantly valued 20 plus publications in peer-reviewed chemical engineering and energy of repute, such as renewable and sustainable energy. He has, to his credit, 2 research projects funded by ISRO and TechCube 3. He has been an invited speaker, chaired various sessions, and organized many conferences and workshops. Now, may I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to just give the overview of SOCTA journey.
Thank you, Dr. Tarun. Manish, can you start the slide? Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning to all of you. It is my pleasure to convene the commemorative meeting to mark the 6th International Conference of Soft Computing Theory and Application, SOCTA 2021. I am delighted to announce SOCTA has completed 5 years, and today we are going to inaugurate the 6th series or 6th edition. I highly appreciate my organizing team who have worked dedicatedly day and night and complete to spread this conference and set as a landmark, not only in this nation, over to the globe. We acknowledge the wisdom and boldness of our visionary Professor Ajit Abraham, Professor Mili Pant, Professor Tarun Sharma, and entire team who has started this conference in 2016 at MIT University, Jaipur. However, I was associated with this conference in 2018 in NIT Jalandhar. The journey of SOCTA started in 2016, as I told. I'm very happy and feel proud to see the progress, what we have achieved in this age, what we have made not only for the researchers, also for the society. In order to enhance the quality of the research and participants, especially from India, among the young researchers, we have created a research society, group with the name STEM, and we have funded more than 2 to 3 projects from this society, and about we have in the figure 15 lakh of projects we have funded from this society. We have also organized more than 10 workshops and conferences, including conference and workshop, in I think 2 years. So also we have tried to empower our young researchers who have been one of the major priority of this series, SOCTA. Now, the vision and the mission and the goal has been highlighted here. Next, Manish. Yes. So I have told that this is the success story of the SOCTA 2000 SOCTA series. First, it is held at 2016 in MIT University. Then we have moved to the Bundelkhand University, Jhansi. This is the regional state university. Then in 2018, we have held this conference at the NIT Jalandhar. Then in 2019, we have hosted this conference at NIT Patna. And then in the 2020, the pandemic will come, and most of the people think we are not going to organize this conference, but fortunately, we have organized this conference virtually. And then now we are here and organizing this conference at the TIIT Kota. Next, please. Okay, so this is again the success story tells the data. In 2016, we have received more than 256 paper, and you can see we have accepted the paper acceptance was 170. The acceptance ratio, you can see this is going to the reducing. So it tells the success story of the valuable, the quality of the research we have receiving. So 2021 here, we have received 243 paper, and we also get the request from the different authors, sir, please accept the paper after the deadline, but we have denied because due to the restriction of the Springer and the others constraints, we have only accepted 86 per paper, and the accept ratio is only 35. So you can see this value. Next, please. So this is the salient features of our conference. So you can see each it is one of the conference where we have received the full article, not the abstract. In many of the conference, you can see the conference only demanding the abstract, and they have accept the paper based on the abstract. But here we have only receiving the full length article, and based on their peer review, we are accepting. So the panel we have created till in the last 6 years, more than 1,000 reviewers from not only the India, from our globe. And our publishing partner, I'm thankful to Dajinder Bose sir for the publishing partner for in the Springer AISC. Now we are going to publish this series in the LNS Springer, that is also the Scopus Index. So we have reached to the more than 20 countries, SOCTA, and you can see we are very strictly following the plagiarism issues. That is the less than 20% we are going to follow, and less than 3% from the single source. Okay, next please. So we have received in this year more than 60 different 60 countries, and in the last 6 years we have seen, when we have analyzed the data, we have seen the 20% contribution have been made from the industry peoples, and 55% paper received from the students, including the research scholar, MTech scholars, and the BTech. Okay, and we can see the 30 to 35% contribution from the females, including the the researchers and all the academia. Next, please. Okay, this tells the value of our conference. These are our eminent speakers, Professor Nirupam Chakrabarti, Kumkum Garg, and these all. So you can see here. Next, please. So in 2017, we have called Ajit Abraham, Professor Ajit Abraham, who are a mentor also of this conference, and Fulbright and Sam Ahmad. Basically, our target is to nourish to give the chance to our young researchers only, not to only the old peoples and others. Go to ahead. Next. So in 2018, we have called Swagatam Das from ISI Kolkata. He has a very good researchers in the field of soft computing and swarm intelligence. He has credit to, I think, 32,000 of the Google Scholar citation. Ajit Kumar Verma is associated with us from Initial, and Joel Fenia from the Canada, who have given the speakers who are student speakers in this conference. Next, please. So in 2019, we hosted this conference at NIT Patna, and again Ajit Kumar Verma was there. Ranit Garg, Aninda Bose, and G. Etienne, the distinguished scientist, has been appointed Director General. He has given the lecture on this conference. Next, please. So in 2020, the conference was held in the virtual mode, but you can see the gravity of this conference by the speaker, Professor Shankar Kumar Paul, and Shankar Kumar Paul was the awardee of this Padam Shri, who was, I think, our chief guest also in this conference. And Professor P.N. Sugantan, again, he has a credit of 40,000 plus Google citation. I think he is from the NTU, Singapore. B.K. Panigrahi from IIT Delhi, and others are also. Okay. Next, please. And in this series, you can see, if you talk about the soft computing, machine learning, and data science, then you are aware with the name of the Syed Mirjali and Ali Sadullah. Ali Sadullah, I think he is here, and who has a credit to develop the water cycle algorithm in, I think, 2015 or 16. So, and Syed Mirjali has also have the very good researchers in the field of the data science, machine learning, and so these are our Leo is also one of the good name in the field of biomedical soft computing field. So these are the some highlight of this conference. So thank you very much from my side. And last in 3 days, we also think we are going to set again one landmark in this conference. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Om Prakash Verma, for highlighting the achievements of SOCTA series till date. And we promise you in the next series, definitely we will be doing our best. We'll try to improvise what we could not did in this conference, because we are in the learning stage and we are learning from every event. Now, moving ahead, I would like to request Dr. Om Prakash Verma and Professor Vijay to felicitate our Vice Chancellor, Professor Ranjit Singh. May I request Dr. Om Prakash Verma to receive Professor Vijay to felicitate.
Thank you,
Ranjit,
Tarun.
sir, I will be bringing this to you.
So nice. Thank you, Verma ji.
Now, moving ahead. May I request Professor Vijay Janani to share or the address gathering. Professor Vijay Janani is the head of Department of ECE at MNIT Jaipur, as well as the coordinator IIIT Kota. Dr. Vijay is a professor in the Department of ECE at MNIT Jaipur. Presently, he is also the head of the department. He obtained B Engineering and M Engineering degrees from MREC, now MNIT, and PhD from University of Nottingham, UK, under Commonwealth Scholarship. He has been investigator of a number of funded research projects, both national and international, in the area of optical communication and photonics, sponsored by reputed organizations like DRDO, DST, JSPS, CIRI, etc. He has successfully completed the Indo-UK Consortium project, UKIERI, which was a major multi-institutional project in the domain of microstructured optical fibers as coordinator from MNIT. He has been a host scientist for visiting fellows under C.V. Raman International Fellowship for African Researchers administered by Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, and host scientists for visiting researchers under RTF DCS Fellowship, a scheme for scientists of developing countries administered by NAM SAT Center. He has been conferred a Career Award for Young Teachers by the All India Council for Technical Education, AICT New Delhi, Government of India, and Derek K. Prize of University of Nottingham for Excellence in Research. All yours. I will think so.
It's all available on the website. So, okay, a very good morning to all of you. Chief guest of today's function, Professor M.P. Punia, Vice Chancellor AICT, Director of MNIT, Professor APS Rathore, Professor A.K. Vyas, Coordinator IIIT Kota, Professor R.K. Garg, Director in Charge, B.R. Ambedkar, NIT Jalandhar, Professor Ranjit Singh, Vice Chancellor, Shobhit University, Mr. Aninda Bose, Executive Editor, Springer Nature, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Scientist D, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Professor Dr. Ali Sadola, University of Science and Culture, Iran, Dr. Mushtaq, my colleague and friend from MNIT Jaipur, Dr. Om Prakash, Department of Instrumentation and Control, B.R. Ambedkar, NIT Jalandhar, Dr. Tarun, Professor Tarun K. Sharma, and Dr. Anand Agarwal, organizing chairman of this conference, all the faculty colleagues, students, participants, and delegates of this conference. I welcome you all to this inaugural of this three-day conference on soft computing. I welcome you physically as well as virtually. I know that these virtual platforms, they are a boon in today's world. Because of this COVID, we are able to hold these events, although we are not physically present. But of course, there are some glitches or I can say drawbacks, just like it was said that we cannot felicitate you physically here. We cannot provide you a pagdi physically, because of this. So that is, of course, a drawback. It is our loss, basically. We lose the privilege of welcoming you physically to this very beautiful campus. So hope that the next time, whenever we have a chance, we'll meet physically also, and we will take this opportunity to welcome you all physically to this campus. Now, being the coordinator in charge of IIIT Kota, let me share a few facts about the IIIT Kota. It was established in the year 2013 as one of the IIITs in PPP mode. IIIT Kota is jointly supported by Government of India, Ministry of Education, and Government of Rajasthan, and 4 industry partners are there, namely Keynes India Limited, Genpact India Limited, National Engineering Industries Limited, and Vakranji Limited. So IIIT Kota is currently being mentored by MNIT Jaipur since the beginning 2013. Although the permanent campus of this institute is going to be ready very soon, and hopefully by the end of 2022, we'll be moving to the permanent campus in Kota. IIT Kota started its academic journey with 26 students of BTech Computer Science in 2013. So currently, IIT Kota has an annual intake of 214 BTech seats for CSE and ECE program taken together. So IIT Kota family strength has grown from 26 students in 2013 to over 620 students in 2021. So IIT Kota has also recently started MTech in CSE with a specialization in artificial intelligence and data science, and also PhD in CSE and ECE. So I can, with confidence, say that this IIT Kota is one of the very fast-growing institutes, and in fact, it can act as an inspiration for other similar institutes in the country. So we are thankful to our director and the Institute MNIT Jaipur for providing us this excellent facility here and providing all the support for conducting this conference. And we are thankful to Professor APS Rathore. He actually could not attend this meeting physically because he had some other important commitment right now. But he has conveyed his best wishes and congratulations on this conference from his side. And of course, Punia sir's presence is a very motivating factor for us. So we are thankful to Professor Punia for sparing his time, and he will be joining later. So to act as chief guest of this conference. And as informed by Dr. Tarun and Dr. Om Prakash, I am really appreciate the efforts that they have been making in organizing the series of conferences over the past few years. And I congratulate the entire team, Dr. Anand and the entire faculty of IIT Kota and entire staff, basically, because we all know that organizing these conferences, international conferences, it's not an easy task. And a lot of effort goes behind that, right from many years, maybe 1 year at least. So I congratulate them once again and hope this conference a great success. So I once again thank you all for joining this conference and sparing your valuable time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your kind and motivational words. Definitely we'll try to improve next year. There is slight change in a program because our Vice Chancellor has to visit for an inspection. So may I request Professor Ranjit Singh, the Vice Chancellor of Shobhit University, for his kind words. Professor Ranjit Singh is the Vice Chancellor at Shobhit University, Gango, and Director, Adarsh Vijayan Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, a constituent institute of Shobhit University. Professor Singh studied at Dr. H.S. Gaur Vishwavidyalaya Sagar, Madhya Pradesh, where he received B.Pharm, M.Pharm, and PhD degrees in pharmaceutical sciences between 1989 and 1997. He is recipient of G.P. Nair Memorial IDMA Gold Medal for standing first in B.Pharm examinations, Professor Ishwar Chandra Memorial Gold Medal for earning first position in M.Pharm examinations, UGC Junior Research Fellowship during PG, CSIR Senior Research Fellowship during PhD, and National and State Scholarships during schooling. He received Distinguished Alumnus Award from Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. H.S. Gaur Vishwavidyalaya Sagar in 2006. Professor Singh is a recipient of Senior Scientist Award in 2009 from All India Medico Society, Hoshiarpur, Punjab, and Honorary Fellowship of Royal Society of Medicos, India in 2011. He is also recipient of IDMA Best Paper Award in 2012 in the area of pharmaceutics and Al-Amin College of Pharmacy Award in 2013 in the area of pharmacognosy under IJPR Awards. He is a recipient of Best Education Award from International Institute of Education and Management in 2014, Rashtriya Vidya Gold Medal Award from India Solidarity Council in 2014, Rashtriya Gora Award from India International Friendship Society in 2014, and Academic Excellence Award in Pharmaceutical Sciences from All India Technical and Management Council in 2014. He is recipient of Best Citizens of India Award in 2015, conferred by International Publishing House, New Delhi. Award for Excellence in Research in the Field of Pharmaceutical Sciences in 2015, conferred by EISRA. The Netherlands Eminent Teacher Award in 2015, conferred by SPER, Glory of Academic Excellence in 2015, conferred by IIEM. And IPR Appreciation Award in 2015, conferred by UCER BFUHS Faridkot. He is recipient of SPER Fellowship Award in 2016. Professor Singh has vast academic and industrial experience. He worked as Formulation and Development Officer at Sun Pharma Advanced Research Center, Baroda, lecturer BN College of Pharmacy, Udaipur. Professor Singh has more than 130 publications to his credit in journals of national and international repute. He has more than 61 presentations, invited lectures, book chapters to his credit. He has guided 38 MPharm dissertations and 19 research scholars for PhD. He is on the panel of reviewers, advisory, and editorial of different journals. He has delivered many invited lectures and attended a number of symposia, seminars, and conferences. Professor Singh is also on the panel of expert members of various regulatory bodies like AICTE, PCI, and NBA. He is also on the panel of different statutory bodies of many universities. May I request Professor Singh to deliver?
Thank you very much, Professor Tarun. Just humbled and encouraged. Chief guest of the inaugural function of 6th International Conference on Soft Computing Theories and Applications, Professor MP Punia, Vice Chairman, AICT. Mr. Naveen Kumar, Scientist D. Aninda Bose, the guest of honor. Professor R.K. Garg, Professor Rajesh Kumar, Professor Vijay Janyani ji, Professor A.K. Vyas ji, Dr. Om Prakash Verma, Dr. Anand Agrawal, Professor Tarun K. Sharma, other eminent guests and respectable delegates. A very good morning to all. Greetings from Shobhit University, Gango. I am honored and privileged to be a part of the inaugural ceremony of this great conference. I heartily thank to the organizers for giving me this golden opportunity. Please accept my good wishes and greetings for huge success of the conference. As I am told, this is 6th in series. I appreciate this. Soft computing, as we all know, is the use of approximate calculations to provide imprecise but usable solutions to complex computational problems. It is also referred to as computational intelligence. Organized previously in 6 different states, it is heartening to note that SOCTA 2021 is back to the state of origin. One of the series was virtually organized in Technical Association of Shobhit University, Gango in 2020 with a tagline, Virtual Meet, Real Connections. And it was well proven by the output of the conference. The university is continuously engaged in organizing such events. Though we are a rural-based university, but we are with modern thinking and modern facilities. The conference, we organize a conference named as Congress on Advances in Material Science and Engineering, CAMSE. The proceedings of this conference were published by lecture note in Mechanical Engineering, Springer Nature, and indexed in Scopus. We are the rural-based, but yes, we are with modern setup and facilities. The objective of such events are to promote research, peer network, exchange of idea and concepts in a particular domain. I am sure that this conference shall be effectively successful in meeting the objectives. I wish all the success to the deliberations. The overview given by Dr. O.P. Verma reflects the work done by SOCTA series, nicely presented. I wish you all the best. Jai Bharat, Jai Hind. I have to leave because this will not be good, but I beg your pardon, all of you. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words and appreciating us and our efforts we are making to make several conferences online. Now moving ahead, it's time to release the book of abstract. The designing book of abstract is not an easy part. It takes several months. It takes efforts. And we are working on this from several years. Now may I request the dignitaries to just release the book of abstract. As you all know, we have been preparing for this day since a year. Of course, the preparation comes with a lot of effort and wishful thoughts. And then out of the blue, the coronavirus pandemic hit us again and shook the whole world. Keeping in mind the health issue and research fraternity, the organizing committee decided to host this conference in hybrid mode. These are testing times, but we learned and we adapted to the new normal. As now the dream is reality, the wait is finally over, and we have just released the book of abstract, and we will be sending the soft copy to our authors, through mail, as well as we will upload on the website. Moving ahead, now I would like to request Professor Rajesh Kumar, the Department of Electrical Engineering, Robotics and Machine Analytics Lab, MNIT Jaipur. Moving ahead, may I request Professor Garg. I think again he is busy with some meeting. May I request Dr. Ali Sodhala, University of Science and Culture. Dr. Ali.
Hello.
Hello. Dr. Ali is Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, University of Science and Culture, Iran. Ali Sodhala received his BS degree in Mechanical Engineering, Solid States from Azad University, Semnan branch, Iran in 2007. He received his MS degree in Mechanical Engineering, Applied Mechanics from the University of Semnan, Iran in 2010. He obtained his PhD at Faculty of Engineering, University of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 2013. Also, he has served as a postdoctoral research fellow for more than 2 years at Korea University, Seoul, South Korea. In 2016, for a year, he has served as a research staff at Nanyang Technology University, Singapore. Afterward, he was a guest assistant professor at the Sharif University of Technology, Tehran, Iran. Currently, he is assistant professor at Department of Mechanical Engineering at University of Science and Culture, Tehran. His research includes algorithm development. One more thing, he is a founder of water cycle algorithm in the year 2015, if I'm not mistaken. Now, may I request Dr. Ali to address the gathering.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for the introduction. I'm very happy to be with you in this conference. And I am honored and humbled by your virtual presence and by the generous words of the speaker who have preceded me. So this is Ali, assistant professor, majoring in mechanical engineering, but very addicted to artificial intelligence and its applications in mechanical engineering from University of Science and Culture, located in Tehran, Iran. My research interests are soft computing, meta-heuristic optimization methods, applications of AI in mechanical engineering, and water cycle and neural network algorithms. In fact, the water cycle algorithms is published in 2012. So I would like to open my welcome talk with a few thank yous. First of all, let me sincerely thank Dr. Om Prakash for his kind invitation to be served as keynote speaker and also the chief of the conference. And also thank you to everyone who joined us in this morning meeting and the entire conference. Before we carry on with the conference programs, I would like to give my regards and appreciation to all scholars who made this conference since, I think, 2016, a successful international conference. Indeed, today marks a 6th international conference on soft computing theories and applications, so-called SOCTA 2021. I am extremely delighted to be one of the keynote speakers of this big event and address you all with my talk on Saturday morning in, I think, in around 10 a.m. In 2012, we have developed a meta-risk optimizer, so-called water cycle algorithm, inspired by surface runoff of streams and rivers flowing into the sea and based on the water cycle process as can be seen in the nature. So there are many reported applications of water cycle in the literature. So, however, the topic of my talk in Saturday is about how do artificial neural networks lead us to develop an optimization method? Is it possible or not? So let's explore how we can use ANN model and its unique structure to build an optimization algorithm. Without any delay, I would like to start with SOCTA 2021. I would be delighted to have your suggestions, comments, and questions at the end of my talk, and hope it works for your future research articles and applications. So enjoy the conference, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ali. And we are seriously thankful, Dr. Ali, because we requested him last night, and at a very short notice, he kindly agreed to be the part of this inaugural ceremony. We really appreciate your concern and sincereness towards the conference and research fraternity, and looking forward to have your keynote. Now, moving ahead, we are having with us Mr. Aninda Bose, the Executive Editor, Springer Nature Group, New Delhi. Mr. Aninda Bose is presently working as Executive Editor with Springer Nature Group. Mr. Bose is a part of global acquisition team at Springer Nature and responsible for acquisition of scientific content across the globe. He is responsible for acquisition of content in interdisciplinary applied sciences. He has more than 26 years of industrial experience in marketing and different fields of publishing. Mr. Bose has completed Masters in Organic Chemistry from Delhi University and Masters in Marketing Research from Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies, Pune. Mr. Bose has delivered more than 160 invited talks on scientific writing and publishing ethics in reputed universities, international conferences, and author workshops. He has published books for secondary level in chemistry and is a member of American Council Society, USA. May I request Mr. Aninda Bose, sir, to address the gathering.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you have joined from different parts of the world. I am very honored to be part of SOCTA 2021, and it is good to see that the conference is growing very well. As you have seen, the slides which were presented by Om Prakash, OP, and they have shown you some glimpse what happened, there are so many conferences in this particular area in computational intelligence, soft computing, neural network, as well as all different, computer science topics. When in 2015, Millie came to me and she said that I want to have another conference. I said, oh God, another one. So, because, to start a conference, it's very easy. Some people come together, they start a conference, but to keep it going, to moving it forward, it's a big challenge. It's not easy. And I know Tarun is doing it from 2016 onward, and now it's a 6th edition. And he knows very well, what all difficulties and challenges he must have faced in the first 3 years or so. Now it is good to see that, you know, people from industry are getting associated, more female scientists are being a part of it, you know, international people are collaborating, you know, but this is not happening from the very first day, you know, that there is a lot of labor, a lot of pain which has gone into it. And I sincerely feel, you know, the team which he has got is really doing well. And one sign which always encourages me is basically the, you know, good amount of papers which are basically coming to the conference, as well as, you know, high rejection rate. High rejection rate means that you are actually unable to find, you know, you have to go and accept papers which are like really good. So as you have seen that this year 86 papers are accepted by the team, but definitely they have so many submissions. So it is a good sign for the conference. And I really feel it is a difficult time to hold a conference. Last year it was completely online, and it is so encouraging to see that people are here right now and we are having a hybrid mode. And I'm really looking forward to 2022 when we will have the 7th edition in a better physical mode, where we will be able to talk to authors. You know, that is the most important thing which I feel in a conference it should be, because networking is the most important thing. When we come to a conference, you know, we actually look forward to those small meetings or small talks which takes place between the you know, sessions when we were taking coffee and all those, and they actually eventually gives you a, you know, different kind of ideas and different motivation to work. Now these things are missing when we have only online things, and this is something which is very much needed when we have a physical conference. And I hope things will improve. In 2022 we will be having a next edition which will be in a much better physical mode, and I congratulate IIIT Kota for hosting this conference right now. MNIT Jaipur is a fantastic place, as he already said, you know, beautiful campus. I visited once, that was long back. I would again love to visit that in future. So it's congratulations to the organizing team, and you know, much more congratulations to all the authors who are really working hard during this pandemic, and they are able to produce good papers which is a part of this conference. And I am sure definitely it will be a good podium, good stage for them to present their paper and increase the value of the scientific community. So again, congratulations to everyone, best wishes to everyone, enjoy the conference and have a very good time. Thank you so much.
Physically at Himachal Pradesh University, Shimla, and with trust the things will be moving in a good direction. Now may I request Mr. Naveen Kumar, Scientist D and Joint Director, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, to address the gathering. Mr. Naveen?
Yeah, I am audible. Am I audible?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Kumar is an experienced scientist with a demonstrated history of working in the research areas of information technology, high performance computing, and IT governance and development strategies. A strong research professional with a Master of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering and Master of Business Administration focused in information technology project management. Now, may I request Mr. Naveen to address the gathering.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Tarun, for the welcome. Actually, your voice was breaking, you know, when you were giving intro. So, am I audible now, or to all of you?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Naveen. We can hear
you. Okay. Thank you. So, first of all, a very big thank to Dr. Om Prakash Verma ji for inviting me to this to attend this forum, and a very big thanks to all the organizers for holding this Saptah conference. So, as you may be aware about MIT, Ministry of Electronics and IT. So, basically, we are promoting R&D in various technology areas of electronics and IT. Some of these areas, AI, artificial intelligence, big data, IoT, high performance computing, HPC, nanotechnology, e-waste, 5G, space technologies. So basically, we have a bucket of technologies, and we are promoting from the Government of India side. We are promoting all these technologies. So they're the R&D community of the country. They do some kind of research in these areas so that it can be used by the common man of the country. And you may be also aware of some of the fellowship schemes like the e-governance services, One scheme is there, the supercomputing mission, NSM, National Supercomputing Mission. Then NLTM, the language translation mission, is also there. Then the MSIP schemes for the sector of electronics is also there, and there are many more. We are working in the area of IT and electronics. We are also committed for creating some large ecosystems in the country. 2 days back, there was a news in the field of semiconductor. You are aware of that MIT has launched a scheme for basically creating fabs in the country, and we are targeting that our R&D people who are working in the area of electronics, they can do design in the country as well as go for the fab also. So one more scheme is running wherein we have set up some kind of lab where some EDA tools like from the CAD and Synopsys, it is being used by the students in ITs, NITs, and some other institutes also. So this is basically SMDP schemes, and we are also creating supercomputing ecosystem. We have established around 15 systems across the country under the mission, National Supercomputing Mission, and lakhs of jobs has been executed on these systems, and the total capacity of these systems is around 20 petaflop. CDAC is the agency who is taking care of this project, and IC is also a partner for this. So we are basically building supercomputers across the country, and it is being used by the people in many areas, like for AI, for big data, for IoT, and for weather forecasting, for oil and gas exploration, and many more applications are there. In AI, this conference is about soft computing and AI. In AI field, basically we have a machine. We have installed one machine. The name is Param Siddhi AI machine. The capacity of this machine is around 5.2 petaflop, and which comes to around 210 AI flops. And this machine is at CDAC Pune. It is basically having the Voltas, NVIDIA Voltas GPUs, and it is being used by for the purpose of NLTM, some of the language technologies, as well as for the AI specific applications. So the people who are basically working in the field of AI can use this machine, can get access to this machine from the with help of CDAC, and they can approach CDAC for this. So I am looking forward to look at some of the presentation through this conference, and I will be there for these 2 or 3 days. And my one advice is basically to all the people who are presenting, that you should do this R&D work in sync with the missions of the Government of India. Suppose you are developing something, you are creating some modules. So my advice is to basically to work in the direction that these bits and pieces, they can basically act as a feeder to the bigger missions of the Government of India, and it can be used to develop some kind of products, and it can be used for the use of common man. So thank you very much from my side. Thanks.
Ma'am, you are muted kindly.
Thank you, Naveen sir, for sharing your thoughts with us, and also for giving us the suggestions. I'm sure definitely we'll be keeping this in mind, and the participants will move forward with your guidance. Now, moving further, it is time to felicitate the members of the core committee of SOCTA 2021. Right from conceptualization to planning and then putting it into implementation, the core committee has been involved tirelessly in making SOCTA 2021 a reality. So may I please request Professor Vijay Janyani, Coordinator in Charge IIIT Kota, to kindly felicitate Professor Tarun K. Sharma, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, Shobit University, and also the founding member of SOCTA 2021. So Professor Janyani is felicitating Professor Tarun for the tireless effort behind making SOCTA 2021 a reality. The Rajasthani Safa and the shawl as as a token of encouragement and a token of a lot of appreciation. Thank you, sir. I would request Professor Janiani to please wait there for a moment, and I would request him to felicitate Dr. Om Prakash Verma also, the organizing chair of SOCTA 2021. A token of appreciation for Dr. Om Prakash Verma. And we thank Professor Janiani for encouraging the entire team, the organizing chair of SOCTA 2021. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Now, I would request Professor Tarun K. Sharma and Professor Om Prakash Verma, the founding member and the organizing chair, to kindly come forward and felicitate Dr. Anand Agarwal, the convener of the conference and also the organizing chairman of SOCTA 2021. The memento being given as a token of appreciation, and the Rajasthani Safa, another token of appreciation and encouragement. This is the team of SOCTA 2021. Their efforts, their coming together has brought this event into fruition, and we are able to take part in SOCTA 2021 because of their efforts. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Prerna. Now, before moving, because our honorable chief guest is having some other meeting and he will be joining us within a couple of minutes. We are continuously in touch with him. In the meantime, I would like to discuss about 2 more series which we initiated during pandemic. One was ChemSay, that is related to the mechanical engineering, and it is always surprising that we guys are from the computer science stream, how we are organizing a conference that is not from our field, that is mechanical engineering, and other is in sustainable development, which we are going to host in 2022 very first time. See, we peoples are from the optimization background. That's why we are planning to facilitate the research, especially the India and the researchers. If you just go through the website of the conferences which we initiated under the umbrella of Science, Technology, Engineering and Management Research Society, which we instituted last year to host the conferences in several domains and facilitate the researchers. Last year in 2020, we were struggling to host or not to host the SOCTA, the fifth in the series. In the month of June, when we were struggling to host or not to host SOCTA series, in month of the June, myself and Dr. Om Prakash Verma had a virtual meeting and decided that we have to take advantage of this pandemic and facilitate the researchers who are basically traveling, not coming to the institutions, not going to their research labs. It was really hard to host such conferences, but we connected to our mentors, Professor Ajit Abraham, Dr. Milipant, Professor Ajit Verma, that we don't want to skip this year. We want to host the SOCTA series this year as well. Then they suggested try some online mode. And really, we people were not having any idea, because we were having the idea how to host webinars or the virtual seminars. And it was really typical. Then we decided to host in a virtual mode. Then again, inviting speakers virtually, especially the eminent speakers. We have just gone through the website. The speaker, Padam Shri Shankar R. Paul. We requested him, and on a single call, he kindly agreed to deliver a keynote talk as well as grace the inaugural ceremony. Then we requested Professor P.N. Suganthan. He again supported us and kindly agreed to deliver the talk on a very short notice and moment, although he was highly occupied. And see, then we requested Mr. Anindya Bose that this year again we are planning to host the conference. He motivated us, he supported us, and he said, go ahead, we are with you. From the last 5 years was submitting our proposal to Springer Nature through Mr. Anindya Bose. The previous editions were published by AISC Springer. Unfortunately, in 2020, it was discontinued from the Scopus Index. Then we requested Mr. Anindya that we are looking forward to have Scopus Index proceedings only. And he supported us with the LNNS series. And the result is here. We have focused only the quality publications. We have received almost 243 papers, and we have just accepted only 86 papers. You will not believe how we have rejected those papers, because every paper was of quality paper, and the similarity index for all the papers which we received was having the similarity index below 25%. Now it's time that our honorable chief guest has just joined us. I welcome Dr. M.P. Punia, the Vice Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi. Dr. M.P. Punia is specialized in the field of mechanical engineering, IC engines, gas dynamics, refrigeration and AC, renewable energy and sustainable development. He is MTech in thermal engineering and PhD in IC engines from Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. He possesses a vast experience of 30 years. He has published 80 research papers in national and international journals and published 8 books. PhD dissertation. Dr. Punia is a member of IEI, IST and Society of Automotive Engineers. Dr. M.P. Punia is serving as a Vice Chairman, All India Council Institute of 4.5 years since 2017. Dr. Punia is a recipient of Bharat Mata Award conferred by Indian Institute of Oriental Heritage and International Institute of Oriental Studies and Research, Kolkata, on 16th August 2014. On behalf of NITTR Chandigarh, he received National Award for the Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities 2013 by the Honorable President of India on 3rd December 2013 in New Delhi, in recognition of outstanding performance in the field of best institutions for empowerment of persons with disabilities in the country. May I request Dr. M.P. Punia to address the gathering. Punia, sir.
Good morning. Professor APS Rathod, Director MNIT Jaipur, Professor Rajesh, Professor A.K. Vyas, Professor Vijay Janyani ji, Professor T.R. Niazi, Professor Ranjit Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Soviet University, Professor R.K. Garg, Dr. Bose, Mr. Naveen, all the participants who are connected in this very, very important conference, that too in emerging areas related to soft computing. First of all, I'll extend my best wishes to everyone And I think first time 3 institutes are joining hands all together. NIT Jaipur, NIT Jalandhar, then IIIT Kota. So 3 institutes are joining hands all together, and certainly their expertise, their knowledge, their confidence which they are having, it will be integrated. And finally, the strengths of the nation will be benefited, researchers will be benefited. It's amazing. So both the directors of NIT Jaipur, then NIT Jalandhar, IIIT Kota, I'll be congratulating and hope this will be a wonderful education to everyone, wonderful knowledge sharing it will be, and useful outcomes will be able to achieve. Ours is a huge nation, huge country. World's population is 7 billion. And out of 7 billion, we people are around 1.4. So 7 divided by 1.4, if I'm doing the figure which you are receiving, it is less than 6. It means every 6th person on this globe is an Indian. And our dream is the presence of our youth, which is very large in number. Our 65% population out of 1.4 billion is less than 25 years of age. So our target is that youth, which is a dream of our country, is a strength of the country, they should become more and more stronger. They are just like human beings. Those human beings should be converted into strong human resources. And in that case, the technical education, the technologies or the science education which we are having, that can enhance the confidence of these youth in the country. If they are just like human beings, if they remain just human beings, it won't serve the purpose. Our target is that this young population should become into a strong human resource, and they should be able to deliver across the globe, not only in India, across the globe. They should be able to deliver the traditions, the sanskara, the family system which we are having, our values, our core competencies, the confidence, the team leading capabilities, the communication skills, everything what our graduates are having, they should be able to prove across the globe that we people are something different. And in lieu of that one, in lieu of serving the globe, if they can bring dollars for this country, our country will be growing. If we'll be having strong financial base, if we'll be having a strong GDP in our country, then certainly we'll be progressing our infrastructure, our health facilities, our education, our communication. Everything depends upon how this youth is getting converted into useful human resources. And for that purpose, for becoming a strong human resource, our graduates should be technically sound. Important part is whatever knowledge we are imparting, whatever core competencies they are having, it should be very, very strong. Then they can dictate, then they can dominate. And second one, they should be professionally competent. The profession in which they are becoming the part, they should be able to do justice with that profession. So technically they should be sound. And second one, professionally they should be competent. And third one, whatever knowledge they are carrying, whatever confidence they are having, whatever skills it has been inculcated into their minds and heart, whatever attitude they are having, it should be socially relevant. So our graduates should be technically sound, professionally competent, and they should be socially relevant. That type of environment in our academic institutes will have to create. And in that case, the institutes, premier institutes of the country like NITs and IIITs, their role is very, very important. In our technical education system, which is very, very large in the country, at present around 10,000. I'm not counting IITs, NITs, Central Universities, IIITs. I'm not counting. If I'm not counting, and still if I'm saying the technical education system which country is having, there are around 10,000 institutes. 10,000 institutes, strong infrastructure with quality teachers. It has already been created into our country. Every year, only in engineering education, not I'm saying MBA, MCA, pharmacy, everything, only in engineering and technical education, every year around 1 million engineering graduates are coming out into the market in India. 1 million. Just after China, probably we people are. They are producing around 1.2 million engineering graduates every year. We are producing 1 million every year. Foremost thing is acceptance of these graduates by our industries, by our research organizations, by the society. That is most important. Biggest challenge which we people are having, or as a regulator, as All India Council for Technical Education, biggest challenge which we are having, the acceptance of our graduates is a serious sign of a pain. In fact, while the students are graduating, while they are going into the industries, industry is saying that the education which has been imparted to this youth, that is not according to our requirements. Many a times we are asking why you people are not accepting our graduates. Many news items in media it is coming that engineering graduates, their employability is some 50%, 40%, like that. And why not 100%? Why not every graduate is having strong acceptance? One side we are saying Indian students are most talented, they are dominating not only in our country, across the globe they are dominating. And another side, our own industries are not accepting. So while we are discussing the point which they are raising, which is of a serious concern, they are saying, first thing they are saying that the contents which you people are delivering in your academic institute, the curriculum which you people are carrying, the syllabus which you are having, it is outdated. Industries are saying that our manufacturing processes, our technologies, our quality of the products, our processes are of global repute. The manufacturing of mobile or any component or equipments which we people are manufacturing in our country, those technologies are same which US or UK or Germany or Korea, whatever they are using, it is same. Technologies are same, processes are same, but for handling those technologies, the type of human resource which is needed, we are unable to obtain from our academic institute. It's a serious pain. So when they have suggested that curriculum, it has to be changed, AICT has taken decision, and with the help of prominent academicians of the country from IITs, NITs, IIMs, we invited all sort of expertise in AICT, even to industries also, that please sit all together and decide what exactly you need. We have revamped whole curriculum, and that curriculum, even it is fulfilling the needs of the industry, for where enormous number of emerging areas also it has been taken into consideration. So that curriculum, it has been prepared. All countries having that model curriculum, but important challenge in front of AICT was that who will deliver that one. Whatever contents you are putting in your curriculum, it is not important. What exactly you are adding into that curriculum, it is not important. Important is the delivery of those contents, learning of the students. For that purpose, we will have to have confident teachers. So certainly training of the teachers was most important. Immediately we have taken decision that according to this curriculum, teachers, it has to be trained, and I'll be extending my sincere thanks on this platform, that the help which we have received, particularly from NITs of the country, all they have joined hands all together. One common platform it has been created in the name of Atal AICT Training and Learning Academy, and on that platform, training to our teachers, it has been started to giving, and all the prominent institutes of the country, they have done a serious support to us. And during last 2 years, around 3 lakh teachers it has been trained in these emerging areas. So while we are saying soft computing, or I'm saying artificial intelligence, or data sciences, or cyber security, robotics, 3D printing, AR, VR, in all those areas, now we are having large number of teachers who are ready to deliver. So at least we are in the process of aligning with the needs of the industries. Second one, industries are saying that practically your students are weak. Theoretically, they may be quite sound, their high order thinking skills or their problem solving ability, decision making, that may be strong. But as far as the hands-on capabilities of the students are concerned, practically they are weak. Whatever idea they are carrying into their mind, they are unable to convert into some useful product. Third thing, they are saying that fundamentally students are weak. Whatever we people are teaching, probably we are not connecting with the application of that concept, and that's why the core strength which students will have to have in the form of the concept, those concepts are not clear to the students, that industries are saying. And fourth one, they are saying the attitude of the students. Industries are saying students are becoming highly materialistic, they are behind the packages, they are not ready to take the ownership of the organization. All sort of suggestions industries are giving to us. And finally, they are saying even the assessment system, the examination which we are having, that examination system also they are not ready to accept. They are saying after 4 years of this technical education, you people are giving one mark sheet to the students, and in that mark sheet you are writing one CGPA. some 7.5, 8, 8.5, that grades you are writing, industries are saying we are not interested in that grade. That grade you have provided on the basis of 8 questions, end of every semester you are giving. Out of 8 questions, probably 5 they'll have to attempt. Out of 5, 2 is someone is attempting, and answer of all 8 questions are known to everyone. So everything is known, and for that in that direction only you are doing testing. They are not ready to accept this one. They are saying in our industries, while their students are joining, all the problems are unknown, and the problems are not divided in physics, chemistry, maths, English, mechanical like this one. All the problems which industries are saying unknown problems, their solutions are not known, and it is not field specific. So they want the type of assessment which we are doing. It should not be on the basis of this end-term examination. It should be what students are able to do, what they can contribute, how they can sort out the problems, and really their outcome of their knowledge, how it can benefit to their organization, to their industry. That is foremost. So we have brought our new examination policy also. In that policy, even whole system of assessment we have changed. Now we won't ask to the students that how many wheels car is having. We are saying in the question paper there are 4 wheels of a car. Why 4 wheels? Why not 3? Why not 2? So the capability to comprehend, capability to sort out the issues which can reduce the cost of those processes or cost of the system. So serious understanding of this one, it has to be. We are having mandatory now internship to every student for 6 months. Even we have started providing our technical education in regional languages. We will be helping NITs also. We will be helping IITs also, because strong software it has been created by AICT, which is converting this English into all regional languages, and not only converting, even figures, graphs, equations, everything. It is in the same format it is coming, which even Google Translate is unable to provide. So we are converting these contents into regional languages, and the request it is coming from many of the prominent institutes that the tool as well as the outcome-based education books which we have created, that should be given to every student in the country. Probably these type of efforts, these type of integration which is getting done, it will solve the majority of the problems of the country, and the dream of national education policy will be fulfilled in time to come. Again, I'm extending my sincere thanks for giving opportunity. Please do continue these type of efforts, integrate your expertise, and give some useful output to this whole nation. Best wishes. Thank you very much.
Tarun, you are muted.
Sorry. Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom, and we are really thankful for sparing your valuable time from your busy schedule. Now, may I request Professor Vijay Janani to felicitate Dr. M.P. Punia, the Vice Chairman of AICT. May I request Dr. Mushtaq Ahmed to receive the award on behalf of Ms. Dr. M.P. Punia. Sir, we will be sending you this soon.
So, thank you, Professor Punia, Vice Chairman AICTE, for your kind words. Your focused approach and warm encouragement has always been a guiding light that has given us new standards for improvement. Your energetic approach to find solutions to practical problems related to academics is always praiseworthy. Thank you, sir, for gracing today's occasion.
Just one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, very good morning. Vijay Janyani from MNIT Jaipur, and it's indeed our great privilege to have you here as the chief guest of this function. And we are really thankful to you for sparing your valuable time. And I take this liberty, and in fact take pride in saying that our own Punia sir. So I hope, sir, your blessings and your guidance will continue to guide us in future also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you. Best wishes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now, as we approach the closing of the inaugural ceremony, to present the formal vote of thanks, I request Dr. Anand Agarwal, convener of SOCTA 2021, to please come forward and present the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Penna. Before starting the vote of thanks, I request Professor Mustaq Ahmed to felicitate our organizing secretary of this conference, Dr. Basant Agarwal. So I request Dr. Basant Agarwal to receive a mementos from this. Dr. Amit Kumar Garg, please receive a mementos. Sorry, Prerna ma'am, I am taking this job. Dr. Anupam Kumar, sir, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, a very good morning to all. I feel privileged and honored to have been given the opportunity to extend a vote of thanks for this 6th International Conference on Soft Computing Theory and Application, SOTA 2021 at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Kota, MNIT Campus, Jaipur. Let me first of all start by paying gratitude to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. I would like to first of all to express our profound gratitude to His Excellency Governor of Rajasthan, Sri Kalram Mishra ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Sri Ashok Gehlot ji, Chairman of UGC, Professor DP Singh ji, Vice Chairman of AICTE, Professor MP Punia sir, Secretary Ministry of Science and Technology, Dr. M. Ravichandran ji, Director MNIT and Mentor Director of IIIT Kota, Professor API Vyas sir, Director B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Professor Rajiv Kumar Garg sir, and Vice Chancellor of Soviet University, Professor Ranjit Singh ji, for their blessing and words of encouragement for the success of the conference. I would like to convey a sincere thanks to all the SOTA steering committee members for giving us this opportunity to hold SOTA 2021 at IIIT Kota. I, on behalf of organizing committee and the entire fraternity of IIIT Kota, extend our most sincere thanks to our Honorable Director, Professor APS Rathore sir, for his inspiring mentorship. I sincerely thank our chief guest, Professor MP Punia sir, Vice Chairman of AICTE, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing the inaugural ceremony. I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to our guest of honor of the day, Professor R.K. Garg, Director of B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, Professor Ranjit Singh, Vice Chancellor, Soviet University, Professor Rajesh Kumar, Department of Electrical Engineering, MNIT Jaipur, Mr. Arinda Bose, Executive Editor, Springer India, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Scientist D, Ministry of Education and Information Technology, Government of India, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing the inaugural ceremony. Further, I also am thankful to Professor G.K. Aseri, a Dean Academic of Amity University, Jaipur, also the Director of STEM Research Society, Professor Leo Jotobek from Jerusalem, Israel, and Dr. Gauram Malik, Associate Professor of IIT Roorkee, also the Board of Director, STEM Research Society, for accepting our invitation to be the guest of honor for the valedictory ceremony. I thank to Dr. Ali Saudullah, University of Science and Culture, Iran, for accepting our invitation as the special guest of the ceremony. My heartfelt thanks are also due to Professor A.K. Vyas sir, the coordinator Triple ID quota, for his continuous motivation, guidance, and vibrant leadership. I extend my gratitude to the Professor R.K. Niazi sir, Registrar MNIT and Triple IT quota, for accepting our invitation and providing us all the possible administrative and logistic support towards the organizing of the conference. I am very much thankful and acknowledging unwavering support received from the Professor Vijay Janiani sir, coordinator in charge, Triple ID quota. His support, vision, commitment help us in the successful organizing the conference. Thank you, sir. I thank all the plenary speaker, tutorial speaker, delegates, and participants for their enthusiastic participation in the conference. We have been fortunate to have some of the eminent persons from the academic, industry, and the utility working in the area of soft computing. I am sure that the participant must be benefited while attending this conference. I take the opportunity to thank all the reviewer and technical committee members for providing their valuable comment in time and help towards the improvement of the quality of the paper presented in the conference. My thanks also goes to all the people of MNIT Campus Jaipur and my colleague from Triple IT quota, who have directly or indirectly put in their precious time and support in the organizing of the conference. I special thank to all the volunteers who run around doing a lot of things in the background. My all special gratitude to non-teaching staff, in particular Tejji, Pratapji, Varneji, Paradji, Sagarji, Sharmaji, and most important, Sivanji, who have worked hard to ensure that this occasion become a memorable success. Thank you all. Last but not the least, I thank my friend Professor Tarun Kumar Sharma, a founder member of SOTA series, and Dr. Om Prakash Verma and Dr. Jitendra Rohit, assistant, for your cooperation and support in making this event a renowned success. When everything falls into the right place and the right time, it means a complete hierarchy are giving their best in the process of successful organizing of the event. So I also gratitude the entire team of SOTA for this success. On this note, I once again thank all the guests, dignitaries, participants, ladies and gentlemen, for making this online international conference a success, and you all have motivated us to organize such event in near future also. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Anand Agarwal, for your vote of thanks. Now, as we approach the closing of the inaugural ceremony, just a few announcements for the participants. Our first plenary talk will begin from 12 o'clock as per the schedule. All the information regarding the sessions have already been sent on your emails and is also available on the WhatsApp group. So, for a formal closure of the inaugural ceremony, I now request all of you to join me in singing the national anthem, and after that, kindly join for high tea. Thank you. विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तब जय गाथा गण गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.